Hello everybody, my name is Periwinkle and today I have an awesome video for you guys. Basically, if you do not know, I currently am working at a haunted trail known as Fright Nights. It's one of the best haunted trails in southern West Virginia. It was ranked an 8.6 on the Scare Factor website, and it is an all-around awesome attraction. And I'm not just saying that because I do work there. I absolutely love the people there, and I know we put a lot of hard work into each and every attraction. So, I know a lot of you guys also want to work a haunted house or a haunted attraction, and you know, I can definitely see that, and I wish I had a video to look at when I was applying to get a job there and just to know what to do, how to scare, stuff like that. But today I'm going to be giving you a bit of instruction on how to get a job at Fright Nights and some scare techniques that I use. This isn't just for Fright Nights though, it's for any haunted attraction that you'd want to go to. First off, a little background. I've been working at Fright Nights for 2 years now. I am currently a zone leader, which means I have the walkie-talkie, so if anyone gets hurt in my area, which is freaks and phobias, I have to radio it in, or if there's an error, someone can come. Last week someone came to me and told me their drop box was punched out, so if there's ever like a little fault in anything, I'm the one who radios it in my area. Of course, at Fright Nights there are 5 areas. There is the Hive, Slaughterhouse, Freaks and Phobias, the Asylum, and Deadwood Manor. So there are a bunch of zone leaders, and we all work really hard, and all of us are very experienced and love what we do. Anyway, I also play the chicken. I played the chicken for 2 years now, or the man-eating chicken as many know me, and it's really fun, but I don't have much expertise on screaming or anything, but I still think I can give some valuable tips. So, first things first, how to get a job. So Fright Nights was pretty straightforward. It functioned like any other job. What I did was I went to the website, and I'm sure your haunt has a website as well, especially if it's really official, and I clicked the tab that said volunteer, and it'll probably take you to a scheduling website. Most haunts are run through a website called hauntscheduler.com. It's one of the easiest ways to run haunts and get out news and stuff like that. And it's a really good way to send emails, so a lot of haunts like to run through that website. So basically the application was very simple. It asked for my name, it asked for my age and stuff like that, and then it asked for a full body picture and a face picture. This isn't like supposed to be discriminatory or anything, it's just to see where you would best be placed because of your body type or your face shape. They wouldn't want me as a Michael Myers type character hulking around with a knife because I'm not that scary because I'm only 5 foot tall. And they also wouldn't want Big John, who is 6'9", playing a little girl. It all depends, and it's not, you know, trying to be discriminatory or anything, it's just so they can place you. And if you get lucky, then you'll get in. They accept most people because they're really open to volunteers at Fright Nights, but it all depends on your attraction. So I submitted it, and about a few weeks back, a few weeks later, I got the letter saying, hey, come work with us. And the first thing I did was I attended the training. There, Desi, who runs makeup, and Ashley introduced themselves and taught us some scare tactics. So at Fright Nights, after the little training session, basically we started up. This year, however, we did have auditions where you had to come in, especially if you were auditioning for a big part like the chicken, and then we would have a scare lesson, and you had to be certified in that. If you are a zone leader, we had fire marshal training, so I learned how to use one of the little what is it called? Fire extinguishers. I'm dumb. So I got the job there, and they explained everything. We had that meeting, we walked the trail, and we got to know the trail and such like that. This year we are all inside though, so it was a matter of walking the building, but it depends on your haunt if it's a trail or a house or whatever it may be. So there are 3 different types of scare tactics. There is the jump out scare, which is what I do, the gross out scare, and then the far away scare. Jump out scare is where you pop out and rely on your surprise to scare someone. So I peek around a corner, bacaw, and then run back. The gross out scare is basically one of the hardest to do. It's like you're chopping off your arm or eating brains. It's basically just meant to gross out the customer to the point where they're terrified. And then the far away scare, where it's kind of like a little girl staring at you. You never know if they're going to lurch at you. You never really know. So it's very creepy, and it's more of a mental scare. But I prefer the pop-out scare. We also do the 1, 2, 3 method, where some people scare the front of the group, some people scare the middle, some people scare the back. I always scare the front of the group when I am chicken, but I also have a different prop where I have a shark head, which I put through a wall, and that's usually the middle of the group. And then one tip I would make is be comfortable with going anywhere. I was not wanting to be a chicken, but I ended up having the best time as a chicken. So be comfortable and trust that the owners of the haunt or the casting director will place you exactly where they want you and where they think you are best fit. And also we had a few other events. I'm sure other haunts have events throughout the years. We had the September 20th, we had a little raid going on for the Area 51 raid where it was just based on the Hive. For the next weekend, we had what was called Glade Night, where all the employees of the resort where we work at came out and got to go through for free. And then we have other special events other than the Friday, Saturday things we do. We have on November 1st, we have the Lights Out event where the whole trail is going to be completely dark. That's going to be fun. And we're also doing an event on the Friday the 13th in December, which is kind of Christmas themed, kind of scary themed. I guess we'll see. But a few tips I have for scaring is know that you're not going to scare everyone. Some people are extremely hard to scare. I know it gets really frustrating when I have, you know, that little girl who just won't scream. And, you know, a scream is so rewarding. It's kind of like on Monsters, Inc. when they get those screams. It's just like, yes. I use the quote, "We scare because we care" all the time. And if you don't get that, don't worry. Because there are people who just will not be able to be scared. Sometimes you'll get people who cuss at you, and that's normal. But you just kind of gotta roll with it. One thing is you always want to make sure you report if you get hit or grabbed or groped or anything like that. I have been groped. I have got punched in the face the other day, and it was pretty fun. And then I, you know, got punched in the side. It's just a big thing, you know. Everyone reacts differently when they're scared, so be prepared for that. A good tip if you don't want to get punched or groped is to stay an arm distance away. If you can't reach them, they shouldn't be able to reach you unless they got a killer wingspan. I mean, Jesus. But just stay an arm's length away, and of course report it if you do get hurt or groped or anything like that. And always stay on your toes. Don't get distracted being on your phone or anything like that. I would also recommend bringing a haunt bag. I uploaded a video of what I put in my haunt bag if you guys want to see that. Another tip I have is to learn your cues. One of my cues is the slidey floors. It's a bridge, but it's, you know, a little off center, so it will slide back and forth, and I use that as a cue. And also you can definitely hear people say, "Oh, it's a chicken," you know, when they look at my sign in my cage. So learn your cues and be able to identify them so you know when people are coming. Also, one of my cues, I have to look for them. So be able to see out of your mask or makeup, whatever it has. If you cannot see, make sure you tell your zone leader, because that can really mess up your scares. And just be prepared to have a good time. Roll with the flow. You might get a different part every night. It's what they call a floater, and you just got to be able to roll with the punchies and be able to still put on a good show. I really don't have anything else to say on that matter. Make sure you're not allergic to latex. Get there early and get your makeup done. If your haunt's nice, they'll feed you, and I guess you'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can, please come to Fright Nights at the resort at Glade Springs so I can, you know, spook you guys a little bit. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Bye!